Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new LEGO Ninjago Season 15, I believe, LEGO set. That's going to be set number 71750, Lloyd's Hydro Mech with 228 pieces, 2 minifigures retailing for $19.99 USD or $20. And this has got to be one of the worst Ninjago sets I have seen in a very long time. I'm sorry. It's horrendous. This is hideous. Like, I got it because it looked really cool from the box art and everything, and the minifigures are superb. Don't get me wrong; this is one of my favorite Snake characters ever. But this mech is just ugly. There's no two ways about it. Let's take a look at those characters first, the saving grace of the set, and then move on to a build of the set. All right, the first minifigure of the set is going to be Scuba Lloyd, and I am very impressed with this minifigure. His accessory is going to be a very nice katana, nothing too special about that, but just the look on this minifigure is amazing, and I really can't wait to get the rest of the ninja in their scuba gear. I'm very pleased with this season as a whole because this is something very new. We've never had the ninja kind of underwater before, so it's a very unique and new kind of mold and everything, and it's really cool to get different types of scuba suits and interpretations, and that scuba piece is really, really cool. All right, here's a little without the flippers and the weapon and everything, and I'm really impressed with the printing. First off, let's start deconstructing the minifigure. We have a very nice ninja mask there, kind of like normal. It's got everything, and then it's got this really nice, kind of very cool translucent mask that continues down the sides. So that's really cool. That's some very impressive dual molding. And then we have the traditional Lloyd face, but pulling that off, you can see kind of how this is all attached. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's a singular piece that connects over the neck and over the legs. And it provides a belt and the mask. So that's so cool. It's got an oxygen tank for the back, and it's got like the headpiece and the leg piece. That's a really, really unique mold, and it even has a spot for you to put a katana, which I did not notice until legitimately right now. You can slide it in behind it, and that just looks super, super clean. Really, really neat. And see, it's got a very nice yellow design, a cool belt, and some very nice dark green armor. I love how the legs have some padding there, and then the arms and the chest have that little continuity. Very nice belt design as well, utility belt. He's got some really cool kind of armor on the back as well. Definitely a very unique looking minifigure, although he does look kind of ridiculous without the breathing apparatus on with just that mask. But, you know, it's okay. It's a really cool piece, too. I'm just very impressed with the caliber of this minifigure, and I'm looking forward to seeing the rest. All right, our second minifigure is going to be Mare Guard, and wow. Wow, this is so cool. He reuse the snake pieces from the fire snakes from a couple seasons back, and I'm really glad to see like aquatic snakes here. It's super neat. But we have this disc dragon piece, which is incredibly similar to the lightning element we saw in the island season from the last time I did Ninjago reviews. So it's really cool to see like the purple one and then the beautiful, beautiful baby blue one here that looks so nice. I love the weapon as well, that black dragon with the sai on top, really cool. But let's remove that so I can show you the minifigure's printing. All right, so this is the first time I've had the fortune to look at a snake character kind of like this, and I'm loving it. The black and the blue there looks amazing. Really nice shoulder pad pieces as well. And it's really cool to see like the chain belt along the hips there, some really nice scale printing and armor. The really nice baby blue hands as well. On the back, we have some very nice gold armor going down the back along some more scales and everything. This is definitely such a unique minifigure, and I'm very excited to see the ones that have like the translucent blue collars. And just, wow, this is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm really excited to have this minifigure. Even if the set doesn't quite live up to the price point, I'm perfectly willing to pay $20 for that Lloyd minifigure and the snake minifigure. All right, here's the build of the set, and it's just not great. There's so many exposed joints, specifically when you look at the legs there. They got some really, really funky built up, thighs, and then just the calves. There's nothing. You can literally see the ball joint and the Technic pin holes right there. The feet look so small for the size of the mech. And then the arms, this whole joint is completely exposed. It looks like a chicken leg. And you have so much bulk and then just nothing. And it does not work in my opinion. And I'm very, very disappointed because I had such high hopes for this little set. We do have a very nice plain cone piece covering the shoulder here. And, you know, that looks nice from afar. But when you kind of rotate the arm to use it and everything, like, a lot of the rotation articulation is blocked by that cone piece, and it doesn't really move with it. And you can clearly see underneath that it's got the same chicken leg joint and everything. Now, it's not to say I disapprove of the mech arm here. I really do like the pinching motion. That's really cool because you can actually take the minifigure and you can hold him right there, and you can like wave it around and whatnot. And there's a really nice sticker, but the arm connection, it's just not great, and it's kind of awkward for movement as well because let's pull that off. That makes it a little easier to look at. It's not a sturdy build. You can see I'm having trouble like getting it to stand up. And the ball joint here is nice, but you really don't have as much articulation as you think because of the way it's attached. And you have a hinge joint right there, so you can rotate this like that, but that's about it. And I'm putting pressure on it. The legs are literally collapsing underneath me, which is not a good sign at all. The other hand, we have a very, oh, wow, I really just hate the set, wow. On the other hand, we have this very nice shoulder piece right here that doesn't quite cover everything it needs to cover, so this whole joint is exposed. We have a nice arm here with a rotating hand. I really do like that hand because you can wave that sword around, and it's a very nice sword that's just connected by this clip right there, although it's too heavy to be supported. And so they have to add a second spot right there to kind of hold it up, otherwise it would just topple over. And it's like, really? You couldn't have found a better way to connect that? Anyway, pulling that away gives you a slightly better look at the rest of the mech, and again, it's toppling over. The legs are just not very sturdy, and it just, it looks so bad. There's a very nice like pipe piece leading around the back to the back of the mech, and so it kind of gives off the view there's like an oxygen tank there and everything, but that just comes off so easily, and it's not even connected like that, it's connected like this. There's a horrible gap there, so it's like, even if you're trying to suspend disbelief, it's like, what's connecting that? Like, nothing really. The nice little waist pieces are cool, but then even on the leg piece here, you have the huge shin and then just nothing. There's a bunch of studs there, and there's just nothing on either side. And it's like they could have built this up so much better, but nope, they definitely did not. And then the worst part of the set is that the Lloyd minifigure doesn't even fit inside the cockpit. Like, what the heck? We have a really nice, beautiful cockpit piece here. Trust me, it's amazing. And then pulling that out, you can see Lloyd is bent so far forward, and you have to like angle the cockpit around him like that. Like, how, like, there should have been a better way to design this. Let's move that arm real quick so you can see. Because of his jetpack and everything, he can't sit upwards. You can't have him like standing like that. He has to be his leg piece goes all the way in the back, and he literally bends forward like this. What kind of mech do you, like, you knew what minifigure you had to fit inside here, and yet they didn't come up with a way to make it so he could stand straight? There would have been so many other ways to fix this or something, but instead, you have to hold the minifigure in place with the cockpit. That is just ridiculous, in my opinion. And I mean, it does look nice because his face comes through the porthole right there. I'm not sure how well you can pick that up. And it is a really nice, it's got some playability. I mean, if you're a kid and want to just wave a mech around, this is a nice $20 set for that and everything. But still, there's so many flaws with it, and like he falls out so easily. I mean, it's just so disappointing. I had such high hopes for this set, and it did not hold up well, in my opinion. The build is passable. Honestly, I mean, I know I'm really, really harsh on it, but it is a $20 playset, so I can't really be too mean. It's just like, I mean, look at it. It is so ugly, and I really thought that Ninjago was better than this. And I mean, it's been a long time since I've had a set that I don't like just as much as this one, but you know, it's whatever. Let's go into the box and the menu real quick, and then I'll give you my final verdict. All right, here's the box, and as you can see, we got the mech in a very nice dynamic pose on the front there, chasing after the snake guard with the really cool amulet. And then on the top, you got them battling it out, along with an actual size picture of that amulet. And the set really does look good on the box here. I mean, you can barely see like the joints and everything. It really just looks like a mech. I just was not expecting it to be so poor in person. On the back here, we got a better picture of like the play features, the sizes and everything. And honestly, if I didn't really look too close at this set when I was buying it, and I really wish I did, because I might have been able to just show you guys pictures and told you don't buy this, but it's still pretty nice box and everything. Here's the instruction manual, and it's kind of sideways, like you'd expect it to be up and down, you know, with the spine here, but nope, it's up and down. And as you flip through it, it flips. I don't know why they do that sometimes, but it's pretty interesting. Nothing too much. Lloyd on the back, parts list, and then an advertisement for the other sets of the line. I'm really looking forward to getting that water dragon and the temple. Probably going to pass on the car and the hydro bounty, but those two definitely look really cool. You also have an advertisement for Rebuild the World with the chicken suit guy and the fox suit girl. Not sure why, but that's pretty much it for the instruction manual. All right, overall, I'm going to rate this set a solid 4. I'm just not a fan. I really wish I hadn't bought this. The minifigures are phenomenal. I absolutely love the snake in this set, the Mare guard, and then Scuba Lloyd looks so cool, and I'm very excited to get the rest of the Scuba Ninja. However, for $20, I mean, you do get 228 pieces, but this build just looks chunky and deformed, and there's so many obvious gaps that just looking at it, it looks like a mess. And I mean, maybe I haven't seen the show yet, so maybe it was designed out of scraps. Maybe it's supposed to look like this. It just doesn't work well in my opinion. I mean, the biggest problem too is how the minifigure attaches in the cockpit. Yikes. But I've ranted long enough about this. Honestly, despite everything I said, for young kids, it's not that bad of a set. But if you're any type of like older collector or older Lego Ninjago fan, this should be a very easy pass for you. There's so many better sets in this line. This one is definitely the worst. That's all I got for you guys today, though. Just want to do a review of this new Ninjago set. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to tune in for the very next video. Hopefully, I'll be able to get the rest of the new Ninjago sets very, very soon. If not, there's some Marvel and Harry Potter stuff just around the corner. Thank you, guys. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video.